Everybody, Tammy here. I wanted to come and share with you. I've had a couple of friends that really have had a lot of problems with flus. They're really coming down with some nasty flus and had contacted me to see if I had any plant allies that would help them out. And I do. I absolutely do. One of my very favorite plant allies that I have that I use for flu and colds is yarrow. Yarrow is a primary ally that I have in my herbal cabinet. I absolutely love her. I forage a lot of her in the fall, but not enough that she won't come back. Fortunately for me, it's not the same for everybody. I live on a mountain that it grows abundant up on top, and the people that own the land have given me permission to go up and forage. As a matter of fact, one of the fellas, he is also an herbalist and forages a lot too, and a lot of times we sit up there and just chat about some of the things that we find and their uses. So I'm really a very blessed woman, and I'm really glad that I have that available in my life. The one thing I want to share with you though is caution. When you're out foraging, do not just forage on the side of the road. You know, there's a lot of gases and oils and things that seep into that soil, and it takes away from the plant. You don't want to use those allies. If you're finding them in a ditch or, in a well-traveled area, or if it's something that you're growing in your front yard but you live in a city, not good. Not good. Please don't use it. Medicinally, I mean, it's just not good. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Not in my book anyway. Okay. Back to yarrow though. I'll get away from that and talk a little bit about her. She was known as a soldier's tea, and I bet you're curious as to why. Well, it helps with wounds. She is great for making a wound salve out of, or if you have a really bad cut, you can actually grind it up and make a poultice and put it right on the wound itself. It helps heal it. It makes the blood thicken up, congeal to stop bleeding. Not only the blossoms, but the leaves too. I have some dried leaves. It's kind of hard to see it here, but I have videos where I show you her in the wild, up on my mountain actually, that you could go and look at. I'm going to try to put all those in a playlist. I'll see if I can get that done sometime this weekend. The leaves themselves from yarrow is almost like a fern. They're really airy looking. They're very fern-like. They're not a fern, but they're very airy and fern-like. Yarrow is part of the aster family too. I just want you to know that, and considered part of the ragweed. So if you have allergies to ragweed or are sensitive to those types of things for your skin, you want to take caution and make sure that she's an ally for you, because not every ally is the same for every person. Oh, what else can I tell you? Oh, tea. Well, yarrow is one of the best, and I do mean best, flu, cold. It helps with fever. It helps with inflammation. Helps with diarrhea. Helps with pain. So all of those things combined, you've got cold and flus, mostly influenza, and she really kicks the butt out of those things. So we keep her on hand just for that reason. I also combine her with other things. I can combine her with a diuretic like dandelion root, or another tummy helper, digestive, which would be in the mint family. Any of the mints, whether it be catmint, spearmint, peppermint, apple mint, any of those mints that you can grow now, because there are a lot of geez, I can't think of the word. There are a lot of mints that are made. They weren't natural mints that you would have found every day. Gosh, I really cannot think of what the word is for that. That's terrible. It's where my head is. I'm really busy. It'll pop when I'm thinking of something else. But yarrow itself gives you, though, really great digestive support. You can use it in a tea, or you can make a tincture out of it and use it that way. A couple of drops under your tongue, or you can put a teaspoon in a cup of not boiling water. People misconceive that. You should never bring your water to a boil. You should bring it hot enough to warm the essence of the herb so that it brings out the goodness. But boiling it will kill the goodness. I don't know where it ever came from that you boil the water first, but you don't. At least I was taught different. That's not how I was taught. Oh, what would I blend her with? That's what I was going to tell you too. Oh, and chamomile. I would also put a little chamomile in there. You could put a number of things. Licorice root. You could put a number of things in there to help with that. But that's one anyway. And then the other one that I have is elderberry. Now, I am a blossom user, not so much a berry user. Berries, roots, and flowers and the bark of the elderberry is actually very toxic. You cannot eat the berries raw. I'm going to say that one more time. You cannot eat the berries raw. The seed is very toxic. So when you make the medicine, you have to be very, very cautious that you do not get the seed into whatever you're making. So I will dry some out. I have some here that I have dried out. And I blend them with the blossoms themselves, and I make a lovely tea out of it. I absolutely love the tea. And why do people use the berries instead of the blossoms? Because the berries have more flavor. But the blossoms actually have more medicine. The blossoms is the product. It is what has the strongest amount of medicine in it. But the berries have flavor, so a lot of people will make cough syrups and stuff out of the berries, and elderberry is actually absolutely wonderful for colds and flus too. You take either one of these and blend them together, you have a kick-ass cold and flu fighter. But if you also took them and added a little ginger, a little cayenne, maybe a little dandelion root as a diuretic, you got yourself a really nice buster too. You know, cayenne helps warm you from the inside out, so it induces sweats, which causes you to heal. You're purging out the nasties. Ginger is absolutely wonderful for the respiratory and bloodstream. You know, it helps you in a lot of ways. And chamomile is very relaxing and calming, so that helps there. Well, that's all I really have for you. I just wanted to share with you some of the Plant Ally friends that I have, and what I like to do with them as I get them ready to ship out. If you got anything from this, please thumbs up. I find that I get more visits, but not as many thumbs ups. Please, guys, hit the thumbs. It all counts. It shows. And at least leave me a comment. I really love comments. Even if you disagree, if there's something that you think it should be something else, go ahead. Let me know. Just be nice. Don't look for a fight, because all I'm going to do is delete your comment. You know, be nice about it. But I'm always willing to learn. I say this all the time. I only know what I was taught. And the person that taught me only knows what they were taught. And the person that taught them only knows what they were taught. So, you know, there's really no wrong. It's just a matter of what you taught and what you learned from whoever. And I'm always learning. So there could be something that's different, and I'm willing to try and see and check. So feel free. I like conversation. I enjoy your company, and I'm hoping that you enjoy mine. That's why you keep coming back. All right, if you're a subscriber, thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot thank you enough. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and click on that subscription button. And don't forget to click on that little bell. When you click on that bell, you'll get notification that I just put a video out. And when I post those videos, I'm not sure when or what they're going to be on at this point. I am working on a multitude of things. I'm still working on my brother-in-law's steins. Those are almost done. I should have them out by Saturday. I'm packaging up. I may do a video on weighing and packaging herbs that I'm going to be putting in my Etsy shop. I've gone through all of them. From getting the message, it's caused me to go through my herbal cabinet, and I happen to have quite a bit of stock that I don't believe I'm going to need by the time I go foraging again, and I just assume get it out there so others can use it. You can make salves, tinctures, teas. There's a multitude of things, and all of my herbs are all foraged in a good way. I always ask permission of the plant. I always ask permission of the plant protectors. I always leave a little gift, and I say a little prayer. It's who I am. It's who I'm always going to be. These are not just plants out in the wild. I really believe they are my allies and my friends. Alright, I hope I see you tomorrow. I hope tomorrow's a good video. Thanks for hanging out.